The Denver Nuggets are pure genius, and no, it's not just because of what they did in the offseason. While that was fantastic, all the additions, however, their offense this year behind David Adleman, of course they have the best player in the league in Nikola Jokic when it comes to everything offensively, because he's not only the best passer, but he's one of the best scorers as well, and we're going to look at that today. But the sets that they've been running, their new split-the-post offense is filthy. And the new wrinkle that the Nuggets have thrown in is they start every play with two back screens. So right here, Cam Johnson and Peyton Watson are going to go set back screens for Pickett and Christian Brown, and what it's going to do is free them up beautifully, right? That's an easy pass, and it's an easy layup because it takes the rim protector out of everything. You see, every defender is at the free throw line, essentially. There's a whole lot of space back there to operate in, and Jarace Walker's put in a bind here because if he goes with Pickett, he leaves a wide open three-point shooter in Cam Johnson. If not, he gives up a layup. Right here, they try it. It doesn't really work out. The Pacers stay home on it, so they get into a DHO now with Jokic and Christian Brown, and Brown now attacks, making Pascal Siakam step up, and then just getting straight to the rim, and Jokic is there on cleanup duty. Right here, it works again, and it's really nasty because if you don't expect it to come, now if you run it back-to-back times, then it gets a little predictable, but right here, Siakam, he gets screened, and Nembhard has to stay up, or else Jalen Pickett's going to pop high and just make a three, and that's why it is so difficult to defend, especially when you're not ready for it. Now, this split action that they've been running is with Jokic at the 5 in the middle of the court. Everything is split around him. Now, this is just a generational pass right here. Somehow he sees this with eyes in the back of his head because the entire play is happening on the other side of the court. But that's the advantage of the split-the-post offense. You can run so many things through him and have so many different options open up. Like right here, Tim Hardaway Jr. is going to go set a screen on Pascal for Julian Strawther to come to get into a DHO. So it's going to kind of turn into a zoom screen, except THJ is then going to slip it right to the basket and get an easy left-handed layup to go. Siakam had a little bit of a contest, but not much. You can even run it with Jonas Valanciunas, like right here, just stepping high and giving it to Bruce Brown, or right here, getting a DHO from Tim Hardaway Jr. and flying down the lane. Then we're going to run it again with Cam Johnson this time, coming off the Jokic handoff, and first we're going to get a Jalen Pickett screen, and then here comes Cam Johnson. Pacers cover it up pretty well. Jarace Walker does a great job of chasing around until he falls for the pump fake. Cam Johnson gets him on his hip and goes downhill. And that's all just playing through your best player and the best player in the world to run an offense through, Nikola Jokic. Because who else can make these guys go out and look like one of the best offenses in the league? And no disrespect to those guys, but still, the Joker had a point to prove in a game without Jamal Murray and Aaron Gordon. He still goes out and puts up 32, 14, and 14 with a steal in 31 minutes. And it only took him 14 shots to get to those 32 points, where he was 10 for 14. He's having one of the most efficient seasons like ever. And it's just a clinic on post positioning. I mean, just watch the Joker. He's just going to hang out in the paint the whole time, tip it up, miss it, get his rebound, knock it down. He's averaging 25 points on just 15 field goal attempts a game. And no, it's not because he's getting to the line a lot. He's only taking 5 free throws a night. Just look at the positioning. He gets 2 feet in the paint, basically at the bottom of the free throw circle, and then just puts a move on Tony Bradley. That is barbecue chicken. If you're going to go one-on-one with the Joker and he's going to have 2 feet in the paint, just go ahead and take the ball out of bounds. Look at that, man. That is some excellent footwork right there, getting right to that little right-handed hook shot. And then right here, once again, he's going to have 2 feet in the paint by the time he catches the ball and just go to work on Isaiah Jackson. Same thing here. 2 feet in the paint. They don't double. He's going to go straight to work, and you're just going to have to go ahead and take the ball out of bounds. The rest of the Nuggets are probably getting back on defense as he goes to work. Now, his passing is great as well. You see the outlet pass right here, and then maybe the best pass of the season right here. Just over his head, not even looking that way, over his head, on a rope to Peyton Watson. The defender didn't even have time to react. Peyton Watson catches and knocks it down. That is a filthy pass from Jokic. And then the three-point shot. It hasn't been as good this year as it has for him in the past. 35% from 3 on 4.5 attempts. It is rising, though, as the year progresses, so that is good. But remember, he shot like 43% from 3 last year. Peyton Watson, let's have some Peyton Watson propaganda here. The dunk and then the 3 ball. He's been really good for Denver, and he finally got a chance to kind of prove himself in a game without Gordon and Murray. And remember, he's still 23 years old. This trio right here, starting around Nikola Jokic, lets them do so many things defensively because that is 3 elite defenders, 2 guys that really get out in transition as well. And speaking of transition, they are 12th in transition points a game at 17.2, about 4 points per game behind the leader. Remember, last year they were first. No Russell Westbrook probably kind of puts a damper on that, but they're still really good in transition, still almost top 10 in the league. Just a couple of like 0.5 points per game out of it. And Peyton Watson last night, 16.7 rebounds, 3 steals, and an assist in 27 minutes. Shot 7 of 13 from the field and 1 of 4 from beyond the arc. It was a really good night for Peyton Watson and prove that, yeah, maybe he could be getting some more PT coming up soon. Now, if you've made it this far in the video, make sure to the like button, leave me a comment down below, and hit that subscribe button. As you can see here, 93% of the people that watch these videos are not subscribed. If that's you, go ahead and fix that, and then let's take a look at Cam Johnson. And a lot of Nuggets fans are a bit frustrated because they were told that Cam Johnson was going to be Michael Porter Jr. plus. And so far, he's averaging 8 points a game, 2.7 rebounds, 38% shooting from the field, 23% from 3. But his defensive rating is 5 points better than MPJ, and his defensive box plus minus is a whole point better than MPJ's was. So he's making a ton of difference on the defensive side of the ball, and he's only shot less than 39% from 3 once in his career. So the stats, they will correct themselves. It's just a 9-game sample size, guys. Please quit overreacting. He's going to be fine. Now, speaking of a guy that's gotten off to a hot start, Tim Hardaway Jr. had another night last night where he came in off the bench and completely changed the game. 17 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, was 6 of 12 from the field, and 5 of 9 from beyond the arc. Right here, we talked about figuring out how to play within this Nuggets offense. And when you can figure out how to play within the system with Nikola Jokic, you're going to be really good because you're going to be getting a lot of open looks, a lot of easier looks than you would get really anywhere else in the league. And he's been knocking them down with confidence. He's their 5th leading scorer right now, averaging 11.5 points a game, 2 boards, an assist in just 23 minutes while shooting 48% from the field and 46% from 3 on 5 attempts. That's the biggest thing there for THJ is that 3-point efficiency. If he can shoot 40+% from 3 this year, there's really no reason the Nuggets shouldn't win the championship. Christian Brown, another guy here who just got a big time contract, and he's not really playing up to that contract. I mean, he's making $25 million a year, only averaging 12 points, but his impact is more than just the box score. He's averaging 5 rebounds and 3 assists as well as a steal. He really helps his team out in transition. He's a really good defender, probably their best on-ball defender as of now. Maybe Cam Johnson, maybe Peyton Watson are in that description as well. Jonas Valanciunas, the newest 3-point sniper in the league, hit a couple the other night, and Joe Val, in 13 minutes off the bench, is averaging 9 points and 5 rebounds with an assist and 0.7 blocks. You finally get Joker off the court, and then you got to deal with this dude for 13 straight minutes. It is rough to be a center and go up against the Denver Nuggets. Now, as for Julian Strawther, he finally had a little bit of a breakout game from this year so far. He's only played in 6 games up to this point, but was able to go out there and get a little bit of burn in this Indiana game. And it wasn't all garbage time minutes. There were some minutes like right here. They're only up 13 with 9 minutes left. He finished with 12 points, 6 boards, 2 assists in 21 minutes, shot 6 of 12 from the field. And again, with Murray out, they need another guy that can go out and create some shots. So that is Julian Strawther. And I really feel like he should be getting more consistent minutes. Of course, Adleman has been coaching his tail off so far, so I'm not really going to, argue with him or disagree with him, but I think that could be a guy that you could find a way to get some more minutes in this rotation. Bruce Brown has been fantastic as well, just a high energy, high upside player, down low, doing the dirty work. Give me that Isaiah Jackson, and give me the and one, or it could have been an and one. And then right here you also have Spencer Jones, the defensive stopper whose jumper is a little questionable, but him getting some more burn isn't always a bad thing as well. He could be another young guy that could help this Nuggets team. With that being said, that's going to be it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like button, leave me a comment down below, and that subscribe button. With that being said, thanks so much for watching today's video.